I'm going to get in it. So far I've got up to here. It takes me a while because I'm quite a warm Mediterranean blooded woman, so I need to be warm all the time. So get into something freezing, and this does feel freezing, it's really, really hard for me, but I'm going to do it. I know it's myself, I'm going to do it. See how far I get. It is quite cold. What do you mean for a while?
Go on then.
I've got it. Don't get my camera wet, Tim.
Well, I can't get too much deeper, so...
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Wait, you don't think I work in a bloody swimming pool, would you? 1, 2, 3. Go. Just do it. Don't swear, Kat. Do it. Go. Shit. But it is cold. It is cold. It's cold for me. Look how smooth it is though. You can actually see the fish if you get close enough, but I don't want him to get my phone wet. It's not waterproof. I'm in now. I'm in. I'm good. I'm swimming. I'm good. I'm going to swim to Turkey. See you later.
See ya!
See ya! I can't touch the floor, that's shit! I might be way out! If you come over here, you can see this one island, which consists of like the traditional Greek church, blue roof, white walls, and there's also a flag on the top, the Greek flag, but people are actually swimming over to the little island. It's rather cool, to be honest. What? Not me.
You start off on.
I would, but I just got the sand off me from Paradise Beach, so I'm a bit hesitant because I can't stand it when I love getting in the sea and I love the beaches and stuff, but I hate it when the sand sticks to my wet feet. This is more my sort of beach. I prefer to actually come to something like this because I think Paradise Beach, to be honest with you, it's overrated. Tim's done an absolutely fantastic vlog on it and made it look absolutely stunning, but when I was sat on it, I didn't think it was all that really. I thought it was just like any other beach, to be honest with you. It's overrated. This is more my kind of beach. I play on the rocks and stuff. It's got loads of seaweed on these rocks. Me and Tim were once in Gran Canaria and walking along the rocks because that's just me and Tim, anything to be different. I slipped on the seaweed and landed on my ass, and then the next thing you know, Tim came up behind me, slipped on the same bit, landed on his ass. Absolute classic, but flipping heck, my ass did half hurt. And a broken nail, so that was pretty bad. As you're driving through KOS, if you go to like Tip, like the opposite side of where KOS town is, it goes quite thin, and as you're driving towards this area you can see sea on one side and sea on the other side, so it's quite bizarre. And then beyond that you've got this, which feels completely different to KOS town. If you do go to KOS, you should get a car and travel around because you just miss out on so much. All you get to see really is your hotel and the local town that you go to, and if you go on a bus, it takes you all day to get from one area to the next. So if you can, you hire a car. It is so worth it. We're going past the club where they do yachts and things like that.
A yacht club?
A yacht club, that's it, a yacht club. This is such a lush taverna.
No, stop. There you go, Tom.
This is such a lush taverna. Right, it's in the middle of KOS town, and I know for a fact that we've been here before about 7 years ago. Thank you so much.
7?
7? Yeah, it was definitely 7. It was the year we got married, Tim. could be 8 actually, it could be 8 years. We ordered a carafe of wine, as we always do. As you can see, it's empty, which is not very unusual actually for a Linden household. So cheers to that. God, that's all I keep saying on this holiday, cheers to that. I don't know if I prefer in the town, under the trees, or whether I prefer by the sea.
But the crickets are too noisy, aren't they?
Yeah, but I love the crickets.
But have you noticed the crickets sound different here to in the countryside?
The crickets here are louder than the crickets in Spain.
Well, I prefer the quieter sound of crickets.
I just love it.
You couldn't sleep to this.
I could sleep to this. I could sleep
Really?
for a hurricane. But it's just so abroad, isn't it? It just makes
Yeah,
you
it's
feel like
lovely.
you're in such a Mediterranean climate or you're abroad somewhere. It sounds absolutely amazing. I'm just so gutted that this is the only holiday we've had this year. We should have had 3. I should have been listening to these crickets at least 3 times this year. I'm absolutely devastated.
You
The
sound
question
like a
is-
spoiled rich bitch.
Yeah, well, not really. You don't have to be rich to go abroad, that's for sure. Don't believe it. Don't believe it.
How much you pay for this holiday? Tell everyone.
So you don't have to spend a lot, really. But to
And
be
you can
honest,
always budget and self-cater.
yeah, we didn't really care what we spent, whether we went cheap, whether we went massive. We just wanted to get away. It's what we needed. So it started to rain. We felt a few drops. Holly thinks it could be crickets peeing on us. But it's quite ironic because I was just saying to Tim, how perfect is it right now? It's not cold, it's not too hot, it's just perfect.
I just looked. We're there and it's just a tiny little bit that will be passing through.
Rain on your wedding day. And tonight we've been given this. Apparently it's sort of red wine and something else.
No, I know what this is.
Go on. What is it?
I'm smelling it.
He said it's red wine and something.
No. Yeah, but I'm smelling it
And?
it's red wine
Yeah.
and some spices,
Yeah.
which equals
Yeah.
what?
Red wine and spice? Spice wine.
Mulled wine. It was cold.
Is it the sort of thing you need to knock back in one hit?
No, I like mulled wine warm. I'm feeling old because now I want to go to bed.
You boring little sh**.
Only because you're drunk.
I want to go party. I want to go up the West Ends.
You really like Ibiza?
I know, but it looks like Ibiza West End, don't it? We're going today then.
Wherever you want to go. You got the map.
I'm a
though.
bit boring and there's a really nice ancient
You got the map.
castle in the mountains. Look, oh, look at him, look. He's a cutie. Fancy a little bit of coffee, which goes without saying. The day is glorious. It's really warm. It's beautiful. It's the last day today, so we're a little bit disappointed, to be honest with you. But we're going to sit here, have our morning coffee and a croissant, I think.
The weather in the UK is crap.
Yeah, apparently the weather in the UK is rubbish, so sorry about that, everyone. Sorry to hear it. I'm having a little look at the map, deciding where we should go today. We've been to Cardamina. Obviously we're in KOS now. Been to the Therma Spa. We need to try here where these birds are. It's meant to be like a point of interest. And then I want to go to the old castle, which is this bit here. The Italians, when they have a cup of coffee, right, just hang fire, they put their spoon like this and they pour the milk or the cream over the spoon. It's meant to go really elegantly. Now, they didn't teach us this when I was barista trained at Costa, but didn't really work, no. I thought that would be really chic and cool. So good coffee though. There's the edge of the road, Tim. Don't go off, please. I beg you. Still lots of ancient walls, isn't there? Like, even here, look at that.
There's a lot of history of St. Cosmo.
Is that Turkey over there? Tim? Yes. Always on. Let's stop and have a closer look for you fellow people that watch my vlogs. Just to let you know, while I'm filming this, it is actually raining in England. Can you believe that is Turkey? Look how close that looks. It's like a stone throw away. It's a pretty nice view. Can't deny it. Pretty nice. The only thing is, to get up here, you have to be quite a confident driver because the roads are really twiny. It's a long way down. Obviously, this isn't too bad. So we were enjoying our little drive. Holly's in the back, obviously. She turns around and says, just can I ask you two a question? How does it make you feel knowing that you're getting older and older every holiday you take? Cheers, Holly. You just ruined the view. Oh my God, be careful over the edge, man. Slow, Tim.
I am going slow, Gabby. But I've kind of got to gather up speed to get up the blooming hills.
I bet let's try not to go over the edge. Green, isn't it? See, this is why it's so cool to have a car or a quad. Quads don't get up here very well though. We tried to come uphill on a quad last time we were here and we were struggling. We were going up a hill like an ant.
There was a dirt track we never thought we'd get up it, did we?
No. It's scary though, go around these bends. The worst bends are in Gran Canaria though. Oh. It's a bit weird, isn't it? You come all this way up a deserted mountain and then you get here and there's all these little trinkety shops and restaurants and a bit of life. That's nice.
And there's also an ATM.
I feel like I'm in the bloody carnival coming to this space. Nice traditional things. Hola. Oh no, it's Greece. This is well cool. Starbucks, woohoo. Look at them eating lunch up there. I don't know if we were out to drive down here, but we have.
Yeah, it says it's the road. So you can.
Is this where we were meant to be going?
I don't know.
Oh. Don't run them people over.
It's a great view.
As much as we want to get a good shot, don't run the people over. Tim, the wall, Tim.
I'm nowhere near the bloody
Jesus.
wall.
I'm getting out. I need to recuperate. Wow. That is nice. Nice place to eat your dinner over there. There's some really lovely places to come in Greece. If you're one of these people that like to drink coffee and eat out, there are so many lovely places to go to. Obviously there's nice restaurants up high, as you can see. There's some lovely ones by the beach. Spoiled for choice really. The only problem is you can only eat so much in a day and drink so much. You can see loads of little islands. So if you didn't hire a car or a quad, how would you find it? Like, how would you get here? Stunning. But because it's still old-fashioned, you can still see the beauty in everything, which I really, really like. Our next port of call is an old ancient castle. So we're just gonna see what it's like, see if it's changed over the last 7 years, especially with the earthquake. And the roads are extremely twiny. And I just thought that I would show you how twiny.
What a great word.
What, twiny? Yeah, but it is a great word for what's happening right now, isn't it? Twiny. Bendy. Wonky.
Look at the sat-nav though, just to show. Bloody Nora. I'm only in my 30s and I couldn't do that.
One of those buggies like the one in front, they're good to get around on the island, aren't they, Tim?
Yeah.
Pretty nifty.
Have you been in one of them?
Nah, we've done a few quads though, haven't we, darling?
That'll get you everywhere, though.
I don't know why we never did a buggy. Why did we never do a buggy?
I don't know if there was that many buggies going around then.
We were saying that anyone that lives up this high, it's got a long way to go to a shop. It's all very beautiful and everything, but I couldn't live up here. It's nice to visit, but I couldn't live up here. I'd really miss my Starbucks. The coffee I mean, not my family.
You would miss your family as well.
Yeah, I would. I need them lot. Need them in my life. Walk you now, Tim. See, look at these little houses. Tell you what, they've got one hell of a view.
If I said to you, let's go for a bike ride up this hill, you'd
I'd
tell
say,
me to...
not a chance in hell. That's no holiday. That's torture. I mean, I like a bike ride, but it has to be flat. I hate going uphill. I remember when we were in Mallorca and you made me go on a bike and we went uphill, I was sweating. Hated every minute of it.
I made you.
Well, you were saying, let's go on a bike ride. And I thought, oh, go on then. I don't want to be the wife that always says no. Currently inside the old castle grounds, like in the centre of KOS, not KOS town, KOS itself. Clearly this has not been looked after for such a long time. You don't need to pay to go in. You just add a donation if you want, just a couple of euros or something to go towards it. And the last time me and Tim came, this was really busy with people walking around, and right now there's only like a few people. This is like an old church. This is exactly how it would have been. Just gonna show you inside actually so you can have a little look. So interesting. I love all this. I find it so fascinating. Obviously they've put maybe some modern bits in, but this is all like the original stone and stuff. Right from the olden days. So tiny as well. Is that like a baptism base or something? This is the altar. Crazy. So I'm guessing the people used to live on these grounds. Some nice views of the sea from up here. But this has really got bad since me and Tim came here. It was definitely never this bad. So overgrown. You can see like way back when these used to all light up and stuff and people used to come down and visit. But look at the castle walls. Such a shame. It's such a nice little place to look at. Can't really make anything out now. What a shame. Oh really? I'll go and have a look at that in a minute. I want to look at this place. What's this? Because I can remember we used to look at old houses here. Where are the houses? Remember? All these like old information boards. A bell. What's this bell for? Can't read Greek. I don't get it. Ouch. Bell works. It's obviously like another church, I think. Tell you what, if you ever do come here, make sure you bring plenty of water because there's nowhere to buy any. As I'll show you in a moment, the old snack bar is pretty much finished. I hate walking in long grass like this and stuff because I keep thinking like a snake is going to come out of somewhere and bite me. So I'm going to walk quite promptly, to be fair. Oh. Oh. So when this was like a day out where you used to pay, this was the snack bar. So yeah, bring your own water because you are not getting a cup of coffee here anytime soon. Oh, flipping heck. Why? Oh my God, look. Ooh. So this is where I used to get tea and coffee battered. You know what this reminds me of? You know on the Return to Oz where she goes back to the yellow brick road and everything's battered? Oh gosh, I won't be using them toilets anytime soon. But honestly, you could make out where people's little houses were. I don't even know if there's much health and safety with this because the walls are really crumbling, yet you can walk this close to the edge. All the way down. There's no barriers, yet anybody can come up here. So health and safety is like not good. I'm gonna come up anyway so I can see it from a better height. Exercise. See, look, you could just fall if you went too close. Wow. I don't know where Tim and Holly are. So you can see that you're inside the castle. There's a castle wall going all the way around. The church in the middle. I don't know what this bit was. To be fair, there's nothing hardly to see here anymore. It's all gone. There's nothing good anymore about it. Glad I put my best flip-flops on because beware, if you wear your Primark flip-flops, these stones are going to bust through the bottom. So wear a decent pair. Thankfully I've put my decent pair on today. See what I mean? Like, fuck. Sorry, I didn't swear then. I'm up here! Can you see Tim? Be careful on that wall. I don't mind heights as long as they're safe. I just don't feel that safe actually. Fascinating, very historic, very dodgy. Just be careful if you come up here because it's a long way down. Nice view though. I think the health and safety could be a bit better. That's grease all over though. The other day we saw a little old woman sitting on the side of a motorbike with about 3 bags full of shopping. She could have easily fell off, but they didn't seem bothered. And then I saw this other kid on the back of a motorbike going to school without a helmet on. He was about 2.
And you're driving down the road and the goats just decide to wander across it. Don't mind me.
This happened before. They are cute. Why do I think a smidge? Oh, don't scare him, darling. Go slow.
The bells though.
Oh, should we get out and stroke him? But he is not budging for shit. Oh, he is. This one is not even.
Stop.
It's a death stare.
That's like, get out of my way. Thank you. This is Gabby and Tim's Adventures. This is our last night. I can safely say that every night we've eaten out has been pretty much amazing. Yeah, exactly. When we stayed in Tingati, we actually thought that, well, you know, you come to Greece, the food's not that great, but yeah. I must admit, this time the food has been absolutely amazing. Right now, we are in a food coma. We've had moussaka, lasagna, meatballs, cheesy garlic bread, a carafe of white wine, as per normal, and Holly's feeding the cat. That cat is eating our leftovers, don't know if you can see. see it down there or not. Can you see it? It's like blind in one eye.
Oh.
But I can honestly say that the food has been very, very good. I'm very, very impressed. So if
That
you
might
go to
look small,
Zingati,
but that is very
I haven't actually showed that. I don't want to show one of my leftovers. Obviously, I've devoured it. I like my foods a lot. I like my wine. I love my coffee more. Cheers. So our last night, I want to wrap this up by saying cheers to our last night here in KOS. It has been absolutely fantastic, and I hope that it won't be too long till we can go abroad again. And then until then, this vlog is just going to have to last. So from me, Gabby Starbuck, it's over and out.